So, as a movie nerd, I thought this was very interesting. This is every superhero movie that crossed $1 billion at the box office, and at the bottom is The Dark Knight. I don't know what I expected, but I kind of thought The Dark Knight would be a little bit higher, but it gets a little crazier as the list goes on. So Joker made a little more The Dark Knight. It's the next up. It's number 14, and that was the highest grossing rated R movie of all time before Deadpool and Wolverine, obviously, when it came out. And it just goes to show you that even niche movies like, a Joaquin Phoenix flick with Todd Phillips directing could turn into the big movie that it became. The Dark Knight Rises is next up. Of course, it was the ending of a Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy, which was epic. Even though I had my gripes with the movie, still a phenomenal movie in its own right. Captain Marvel, the only reason it made $1.1 billion is because of the Endgame hype at the time. Nobody really cares for Captain Marvel, as is evident by The Marvels, its sequel. But it was a decent enough watchable movie, but definitely did not deserve $1.1 billion. Spider-Man: Far From Home, my least favorite of the Spider-Man movies. I think it's literally my least favorite Spider-Man movie, even out of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. But of course, this was post Endgame, so it was gonna make some money. And it's Spider Man. Aquaman is the highest grossing DCEU movie, or DC movie ever, by the way. $1.1 billion. That's freaking insane. Captain America Civil War, of course, ended the trilogy of Captain America, and it was basically Avengers 2.5. No surprise there. Iron Man 3, not my favorite Iron Man movie, but you know what? I kind of get it. This was acting as like the ending of his trilogy as well, and teased a bunch of stuff for Avengers Age of Ultron. Well, as far as what people knew. Deadpool and Wolverine, of course, that was going to make $1.3 billion. It's the highest grossing rated R movie of all time. Love Deadpool and Wolverine. Of course, you had Wolverine coming back, so that just boosted up the sales tenfold. Black Panther, first big black superhero movie. And of course, it was going to make its money. I think it is a decent movie, wildly overrated, but I'm not mad at it. Avengers: Age of Ultron and Avengers, of course, those movies were going to be highest grossing. Obviously, Age of Ultron did worse because it was technically not as good of a film as the first one. Spider-Man: No Way Home. You have three Spider-Man in the movies. I'm not even going to go into it. That's just epic. Avengers: Infinity War and Avengers: Endgame. Now, Avengers: Infinity War cracking 2 billion is wild, but Endgame cracking 2.8 billion and almost making $3 billion is insane. But of course, well deserved. It was the epic culmination of 10 plus years worth of Marvel movies and storytelling. So no surprise there. I love this list. Surprised by some of the picks, but kind of not by some of them as well. Follow me on all socials at Takes with Eli.